Notorious Pam the Bird graffiti vandal has been arrested by police. Pam the Bird
Give up. He came out with his hands up. Police searched him. They had tasers ready but didn't need to use them.
With great power comes with what police are calling a lack of responsibility. His day at court into a live-action spectacle. Perhaps an attempt to prove he's no high-flying tagger.
Hey, gentle listeners, welcome to Framed.
Canvas, cuffs, and other stuffs.
We're back for season 3, and boy, oh boy, do we have some crazy stories for you. Ooh! Enjoy the episode.
You're just so comfortable.
I know.
I feel like...
This is nice. I like couch vibes.
I like couches. Yeah. I like it. Hello.
Hello.
Welcome back.
Welcome back to my apartment.
The office is still flooded.
Yes.
So here we are.
Here
we go.
It's nice.
It is.
Yeah.
Feeling relaxed, feeling ready.
It feels different on couch.
It does. You know what? I understand why people do couch.
Yeah.
I understand.
I get it.
Yeah, I do too.
How are you going? That's okay. Not a Melissa.
Melissa. Do you want me to clean it up?
No.
She's fine.
She's fine.
Strange pose, Obi.
He's so regal.
He really is like a cat from Egypt. That's the vibe, even though it's not. Besides
your studio being flooded.
Yes.
Has anything else happened this week?
You know what? I've got something to recommend.
Cool.
I went and saw a movie. I went and saw
Gasp.
She left the house. I went and saw The Invite with Penelope Cruz.
Lucky saw it last night. He said he loved it, and I actually really want to see it. So do not spoil it for me.
Highly recommend. It's great. Penelope Cruz, what a hottie.
People are saying Olivia Wilde might be a contender for the Oscar.
Oh.
Apparently she did a fabulous job.
Did. They all did.
And it was quite funny. Mm-hmm. What did you think about Seth Rogen in it?
Great.
Really?
Absolutely believable as the character.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm not a huge Seth Rogen fan.
See, I have grown in the past few years to really like Seth Rogen.
I think it's his laugh. He's like,
yeah.
He sounds like the Muppet that's he does the jokes. He's like the bear, and he's just like woozle wuzzle.
Fuzzy Bear.
Yeah, he sounds like Fuzzy Bear.
Yeah.
I've liked a few of the comedy things that Seth Rogen's been in, but he's just never really hit it for me. But I think I'm willing
to give it a go.
Yeah.
It's very like...
Do I need to see it at a cinema?
I think it is good because we were in actually a packed cinema. So it was like everyone was laughing and like it was a good feeling.
Isn't it good that cinemas are getting packed again?
Yes, it is. They're talking about how like everyone thought that the next generation wouldn't be going to cinemas, but it's almost like they're going to cinemas because they want that.
There's a resurgence.
Yeah. And I think if you've got a good film, like I can imagine the budget on this was higher than most, but the budget wouldn't have been that high. It's not a Marvel film. It's not like
all set in one location. Shot over 2 weeks, I think, in chronological order.
Yep. And it feels like a play. And the woman who does, she does the couples. She did a podcast. She's like a very famous like couples therapist, and she was a consultant on this film. And
right.
There are things in this film when you see these couples and you go, oh, that's a bit of me. Or
okay.
And it's good and bad. Like you see yourself reflected in all the characters, which is a good thing, I think. But yeah, and Penelope Cruz is so hot in it.
I love Penelope Cruz.
She's so beautiful in
and
this.
I love Salma Hayek as well. I've been rewatching 30 Rock, as you know, and I'm up to the part where Jack starts dating Salma Hayek.
Yes.
And her comedic timing is so
good.
Funny. There's a scene where she comes to confront Jack about something, and she's wearing a T-shirt that says "What the frack?"
Yes.
And she says, "I'm sorry for saying something so dramatic while wearing such a silly T-shirt." And it's so the
good.
fact that Salma Hayek is wearing a "What the frack" T-shirt in the first place. And there's this running gag where she always kind of like gets gets these like sayings wrong. So the saying's meant to be like, I'm cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, but she's always just like, I'm Coco for Cocoa Poops.
Yes. She's so good in it.
Yeah.
God, it's a good show.
I don't mean to. I know we were talking about Penelope Cruz, and I don't mean to start like talking about Salma Hayek. They are not the same person,
but there's a
it
similar
just made me
cadence.
think.
Yes, there is a similar cadence. And you know what? There is some things that Penelope Cruz says in this that you go, oh, that cadence of a joke is very similar vibes.
Yes. Okay. Great.
So highly recommend. It's really, really funny. And then, towards the end gets poignant.
Yep.
There is one particular joke where I literally guffawed out loud. Like
Wonderful.
And I think when you get to that joke, you will do the same.
I need something to make me laugh in the cinema. It's been a minute.
Yeah, this will make you laugh. And then
I feel like Scary Movie 6 has done such damage to my comedy appreciation.
Oh no, was it bad?
Oh, Steph, have I not talked about Scary Movie 6?
No.
Okay, worst movie I think I've seen in the last decade. Not a lick of funny in it. Each scene was a skit.
Yep.
A bad SNL skit. The characters were not used well. Like Brenda was funny,
but she'll
not
always
utilized
be.
enough.
Yeah.
They gave a lot more screen time to Shorty, which I think the Wayans brothers might have thought, everyone loves Shorty, but actually the gays love Scary Movie.
Yeah.
We love Brenda.
Yeah, Brenda.
And Cindy.
Yeah, and Cindy.
But they weren't utilized well. The jokes were just so flat. They went on this big campaign being like, "Oh, if you're easily offended, don't see this movie." The jokes that they thought were offensive weren't. They were just lame and easy.
Yeah.
And I'm like, if you're going to go full tilt, go full tilt. Because that's what you're saying you're going to do.
Yeah.
But the jokes were just so milquetoast and lame. I did get to go on the opening night. So there was, photo ops and we got they had chicken and house-made lemonade there, which was lovely.
Yeah.
But terrible. And as I was walking out, someone who I didn't know just walked past me and was like, "Was that the worst movie you've ever seen?" And I said, yes.
Yeah.
I said yes. And I like Stupid. I love
Stupid.
I love Naked Gun. I think we're going to really enjoy Stop That Train.
I think so.
I like stupid comedic timing. I don't mind if the comedy is somewhat offensive or anything like that. There's a time and a place for that kind of humor, that taboo kind of humor. But the way that they did it was just so lame and corny. It was so bad.
I liked they gave the character Brenda a letterbox. And she went and reviewed.
I have seen that.
And
so
that
the
was
marketing
funny. The marketing's funnier
was
than the
funnier
film.
than the film. Yeah,
Because
exactly.
you know what? We do want to see more of Brenda. Just give her a spin-off.
But I got the vibe that Regina Hall knew what she was doing wasn't that funny.
Yeah.
And
I feel like because she didn't campaign as much as
No.
Yeah.
And I also because she's friends with the Wayans and all that kind of stuff, it's kind of like she's not going to rag on the film.
No.
But I feel like she was doing stuff that she knew in her heart of hearts was not
wasn't
that
good.
funny.
Yeah, because she's incredibly funny.
Yeah.
And smart.
Yes.
And all of these things. So you're like, you can tell when someone's not committed.
Yeah. Going down my critique rabbit hole.
Yeah.
Lucky and I were lucky enough to go see the Pretty Woman musical.
Pretty Woman.
The other day, which was lovely. It was on the opening night, which was nice. You saw the Melbourne scene.
Who's who?
You saw the Alan Rascal. You saw the Petit Fleur as you do at every single thing.
Is she on Traders? Australian Traders?
No, Gamble. Gamble's on
I love
Traders.
Gamble.
Yes. I think she'll be hilarious.
Yeah, I think so too.
The lovely Samantha Jade plays the role of Pretty Woman.
Of the prettiest woman?
She was the Pretty Woman. And yeah, I think it wasn't the best play I've ever seen. It was just the way I would, if I had something to write on the poster for it, it would be, it was fine.
Yeah.
The songs were not memorable. It was original music for the...
Who wrote the song?
I could not tell you.
Okay.
The actors in it gave it their all. They did what they could with the material. Samantha Jade was actually really quite charismatic and they all nailed the kind of that Jersey accent, all that kind of stuff. But the music was so just Believe in your dreams and you will go far down Hollywood Boulevard. Like, that's not even one of the songs, but that's
it was better.
what it sounded. That's what it sounded like. So it was very kind of High School Musical, kind of corny. I do think that they would have benefited from going in a more parody, like kind of a bit tongue-in-cheek Pretty Woman.
Yeah.
Making fun of that rom-com era.
Yeah.
I feel like would have really benefited the production.
But they missed the mark.
But no, look, it was a fun. It went for ages. It was a very long play.
Ooh.
But it was fun. They did the best with what they could. So this was Melbourne was the last leg of their run,
Right.
which was good because, as you know, with the Melbourne theatre scene, Waitress, Beetlejuice, all of those.
Beetlejuice is shocking because it's such a good musical.
Yes, but so expensive.
So expensive to
the set pieces,
cart around,
Yeah, the set pieces to cart around from town to they need to make their money for that. And if they're not filling out those auditoriums around Australia, they are not making enough money to tour it. And it's such a shame.
So good.
Yeah, and even I didn't see Waitress, but apparently it's great.
The understudy is way better than Nat Bass.
Oh.
Yep. If you got the
rogue trader.
Yeah, if you got the understudy, it was a pleasant surprise.
Right. But at the end of the day, it's a good musical. Like the songs are good, all that kind of stuff. Like it was one of the biggest hits on Broadway with Sarah Bareilles, I think, who played and wrote it.
Or wrote the music.
But it's such a shame because we love going to these theatre shows and it's such a fun night out and you'll be surprised how often you end up absolutely loving the show. Going into it, you think you might not. Coming out of it, it's just a wonderful experience, and it's a real shame that the industry, like we're seeing a resurgence with people returning to returning to cinemas. But at the end of the day, it's that catch-22 because it's people can't afford to go see these plays, and sometimes the tickets are crazy
so expensive.
But they have to be so they can put on these shows, and people can't afford to do that as much anymore.
There needs to be a government subsidy.
There needs to be something done because it's a night out of escapism.
Yeah, and it's so when you see a good show, it can
it's electric.
Oh, it is wild.
I'm not even a theatre person. Like I'm not a theatre head. I'm not a musical theatre person. Every single play that I've gone to, albeit maybe one or two, I've come out of it going, God, I'm glad I went to that.
Yep. And it's also
even with Pretty Woman.
Yeah, even if it's like the worst thing you've seen.
Yeah.
It's still something to talk about. There's something about being in a theatre, watching people do things live, which is so different to being in a cinema where there's been multiple takes and it's all shot a certain way. When you're in a theatre, when stuff goes wrong as well, it's the best.
Yes. And you've got Rhonda Birchmore in front of you. You've got
old
with an
Rhonda
extra
there.
seat for her legs. But it was nice. Look, if it was the first stop for Pretty Woman, I would have gone, I don't know how this is going to go.
Yeah.
But it's their last legs. So they've toured. They've stuck the show out. People have gone to see it. People will like it.
Yeah.
It's nostalgic. It's fun. It's 80s. It just wasn't particularly for me, but I still had an enjoyable time. I was entertained the whole way.
Book of Mormon?
Have I seen it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I saw it on Broadway, honey.
Oh, stop.
Yes.
Have you seen this cast?
No.
I want to go and see it, and I feel like it's still on.
Yeah.
And I feel like they're doing cheaper tickets.
Yeah.
So if you're around Melbourne
it's so
and
funny.
you want to see something that is absolutely wild, that is what the Scary Movie could have been.
Yeah. Well, and it was written by Matt Parker and Trey Stone, who started South Park.
And I will say I'm not the biggest South Park fan, but I am a fan of this. So, if you want to see a show, go see Book of Mormon because it is. And I want to go and see it again before. But that has songs in it like – because I think sometimes when you go and see a musical, especially if it's new like Pretty Woman, you can be like, I don't remember the songs because like they're new, so I don't, But I think with Book of Mormon, you go out and you're walking out of that theatre humming the songs.
Because the songs are hilarious.
Because they're so good and they're so catchy.
Yeah.
Whereas like, if you don't, you're like, well.
Like with plays such as like Groundhog Day, I really, really loved, and I know the songs in there were fantastic, but I cannot remember any of them. But there are people who listen to musical theatre music. Lachlan, for example, he'll listen to the Six soundtrack. He'll listen to So he knows the songs a bit more than I do. I like them in the moment. But yeah, unfortunately, Pretty Woman's music I found a little bit corny, but not in like a fun, corny way.
Yeah, not corny enough.
Yeah, a lot of Believe in Your Dreams, a lot of like, let's go, Hollywood Boulevard, Ballada Baby, Rodeo Drive. And then the man in it, God bless him, he was playing the role of that Richard Gere. Is it Richard Gere?
Yeah.
Plays.
Yep.
Very handsome young man, but he didn't have the debonair quality of Richard Gere. I feel like it needed to be casted a little bit older.
Yeah, because he is older than her. Like that was kind of the thing.
And this guy's quite young, but he's like he looks young.
Yeah.
But he's playing this billionaire.
Yeah.
And when he's speaking, he's kind of putting on a bit of a voice that's trying to make himself seem older.
Yeah.
But he doesn't have that like je ne sais quoi.
Yes.
And the songs that they gave him were just probably the worst in the musical, which it wasn't his fault. He had a beautiful voice.
Yeah.
But they were very like, you've changed my idea of where I'm on. I've got you in my hotel tonight.
Yeah.
Oh, what are you doing to me?
Oh no.
It's like Creed. It was lame.
Oh yeah. It wasn't for you.
No. Still had a great time.
Yeah.
That's just my 2 cents.
That's theatre.
Yeah.
That's theatre for you.
You know, I got starstruck. If you watch Gogglebox, I saw the Dalton dad and his wife.
There you go.
Yeah, I always get a bit starstruck when I see the Gogglebox people there.
You love a bit
I
of
saw Mel
Gogglebox.
Tresina from Big Brother and the Cheap Seats.
Oh,
I saw Broden from Auntie Donna.
you're seeing everyone.
Oh, I'm just there mingling. I'm just there pretending that I'm part of the C list.
Did you went with Lockie?
Yeah.
Did he go in drag or did he go sans drag?
Went in drag because he had a gig straight after.
Right.
Which worked out perfectly. So he wore like his red dress. We did the photo on the red carpet where I was pretending to. We did the step and repeat. I did the pretending to give him the box and the slap.
Amazing.
I also thought there would be a bit of a bigger moment when she does the big mistake huge.
Yeah,
I thought that was going to be its own song.
Yeah, it should have been.
But she kind of just says it.
Oh.
And then that's it.
Oh no,
Yeah.
that should have been a full song.
Like big mistake huge. Anyway.
Rodeo Drive.
Rodeo Drive.
Well, yeah.
It was fun.
Missed opportunity.
Yeah.
Oh dear. Well, should we have a story, Joel?
Yes. Please regale me in a story
All right.
while I stroke my pussy. I have a cat. And his name is Obi, and he's sitting right next to me.
And I don't think he's in shot, but boy, oh boy, is he a cutie.
Yeah.
I made a PowerPoint presentation.
Shut up.
SJ will put the PowerPoint up here as I present. Because I was like, I'm going to make a PowerPoint episode so it's not so like, let me show you a photo.
That's actually genius.
So here we go. Joel.
Yes.
We're not going very far today. In fact, we're going just down the road.
Wonderful. I don't feel like traveling much.
No, we travelled a little bit in yours.
We just went to Harlem.
Yeah, so today, not so much. It's 3 a.m. on July 7th, 2026.
The witching hour.
It's the witching hour. And if you were maybe coming home from Revs and looked up as you passed by the Bolte Bridge, you may have thought you were seeing things because a man who you could swear was a Spider-Man was scaling up the side of the bridge.
Honey, Revs is just starting at 3 a.m.
True.
You're not coming home from Revs at 3 a.m.
I went down Chapel Street this morning and it was about
It is
10 to
just
10.
beginning.
And they were like, just coming out.
Yeah.
And I went, whoa.
Just coming out to get some chicken salt chips and then head back up
in.
Ugh, gross.
Yeah.
Someone's scaling the Bolte.
Someone's scaling the Bolte. After a few hours, police arrive. Emergency teams gather below, and Melbourne wakes up to a man at the top of one of the giant pillars of the Bolte Bridge. What's he doing up there? Is he going to jump? And where did that giant white painted bird come from? Joel, can you tell me the name of this bird?
I know exactly what you're talking about. I didn't know it had a name.
Today, Joel, we're going to dive into the history of Pam the Bird.
Pam the Bird, of course. It's Pam.
The history of Pam the Bird.
Hey.
So,
Love you, Pam.
Love you, Pam. So, Joel, for our international listeners or anyone who doesn't know about Pam the Bird, can you briefly describe what Pam the Bird is?
So Pam the Bird is basically known throughout Melbourne because it is this specific bird design that kind of pops up everywhere in the most crazy places. All throughout the city, there's little ones, there's big ones, there's medium-sized ones, there's ones on the side of buildings that you don't even know how it got there.
Yep.
There's quite a few on landmarks. There's actually one at a hotel near where we are right now, just on the side of it. It's our iconic little bit of graffiti, kind of reminiscent of Banksy.
Yeah.
Because it's someone doing it all throughout the city. He's kind of like, he's our kind of like our vigilante who goes around and puts this interesting bird
around
everywhere. And I love the design of it.
It's a very simple bird.
Yeah.
It is very simple.
Yeah.
I guess the question is, where did Pam first appear?
Yeah.
There are a couple of conflicting views, but early sightings of Pam the Bird began in about early 2021, or the second wave of lockdown is believed, or around the lockdown period. It all kind of blends into one at that point.
Yeah.
Pam appeared as a small hand-drawn kind of, not in marker, but like it was a very simple bird in Collingwood. Pam kind of started being shown just kind of like I guess, if you could describe original Pam, how would you describe?
Kind of like almost like a child's drawing of a bird, quite simple. Just a big oval shape with the beak, some little feathers coming out of the back, and a big cartoonish eye, and it's just like a simplistic design.
Yeah, and it's almost like, and it was described kind of at the time as like a shit version of an Angry Bird, which when you say
100%,
I went,
yeah,
that's exactly it.
For people listening who might not know about it, just picture like a child's drawing of an Angry Bird's bird.
Yeah, and you'll know exactly what it is.
Yeah.
So it's a really, really simple piece of graffiti, and it started to appear more and more from 2023 onwards. She got larger and she started to appear in more dangerous locations. So when she first started, she was kind of in the typical spots of graffiti, and then started to get bigger and more crazy. So
wow,
there were different places where Pam appeared, such as on the side of the Uncle Toby's building, up the Clifton Hill Shot Tower. And I think that's when people started to go, there's this bird that's appearing everywhere. Who's doing this?
Who's doing it, and how? How on earth? These aren't also like these, the scale of these things. When you talk about the Clifton Hill Tower, it is so high up. And this bird is gigantic.
Gigantic. It is. And also like not only to get up there and paint the gigantic bird without people
it sends
clocking
a chill down my spine.
Oh, it's
how scary.
Crazy behavior. So there are a few notable locations, however, that Pam appeared, and the most common one, and is probably when people really started to pay attention. Can you guess where I'm going to say, Joel? Common comes a few times.
What?
So she comes a few times? No. Pops up a few times? Yes.
She?
Well, Pam.
Okay. Where she pops up a few times?
Yeah. Might be going on a road trip.
Oh, yes. On signs, like road signs. Yes.
Oh, hello. For a second, I thought the microphone was crackling. I was
No.
like, what?
That's just his little scratchy bit of our couch. He's just, the couch is Obi's.
Yeah, the house is Obi's.
Yeah.
You're just residing here.
Yeah.
So Pam started to appear on the back of, and sometimes on the front of, different signs all the way down to Geelong and over the Westgate Freeway.
Yes.
So this started to become more like, I guess, viral on the internet as well, because people would see Pam and just like pop it online and be like, spot the Pam.
Yeah.
And like it became a thing as you drove to Geelong, how many times could you
Can you see Pam?
Yeah. So that was kind of where Pam really started to grow in notoriety.
Mm-hmm.
But then Pam started to appear in more daring locations. And in 2024, Pam appeared outside of the Channel 9 building.
Yes.
And also on the giant cheese stick.
Yep, the cheese stick, the French fry.
Yep.
The big yellow diagonal block, which I always just feel like is going to fall on me every time I drive
I
under it.
know. If you ever come to Melbourne, you will see the cheese stick or the fry.
How did he do that? It's on such a slant.
I know.
You'd be sliding. God, that's terrifying.
You're slip and sliding. So then in July of 2024, Pam appeared in one of the most controversial places, the Flinders Street Clock Tower.
I didn't know that was there.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's cool. I know it's bad, but I think that's really cool. Like it's not offensive graffiti.
Mm-hmm.
Like he's stuck with the colorway of the clock.
Yeah.
He's just put a little hidden Pam there.
Yeah, there's a little hidden Pam. So this was
Again, how?
Yeah, how? And how did you not get caught halfway through?
Yeah.
So this was at the Flinders Street Station clock tower, which is very iconic. It was near the Elizabeth Street and it sparked mass media coverage. And this is when public debate really started coming in for Pam because obviously there are two very clear sides to this debate. There is one that's the supportive side, which is people thinking it's artistic, like it's a daring feat of creativity.
Yeah.
And then Sean Hossack, a founder of a public art agency, was quoted saying, "The work is very naive, but it's also very funny and very clever to turn such an iconic building and particularly the clock into one of his characters," which is true.
Yeah.
However, the other side views it as disrespectful and a blatant act of vandalism against a beloved city landmark. Authorities, including Lord Mayor Nicholas Rees, maintained that there was no artistic merit to such works and categorised them as senseless vandalism. The act itself made headlines in local news. Reporters talked about the audacity of someone, but also the mystery of how someone could bypass security in such a high-traffic location, pull this off without being noticed. And police alleged that the artist used abseiling equipment to scale down to the tower. And there was speculation that the operation required significant planning and potentially involved specialized keys or an inside scoop to gain entry into the station. Now, because of this particular piece of graffiti, it was removed within days and it estimated to have cost the public around $224,000 to have it restored, like have this piece like
to scrub off the paint. $225,000.
And also
That's
like
crazy.
with the police rigmarole and like, you know.
Yeah.
So it's costing the taxpayer at this point, which also becomes a problem.
Which will piss people off.
Yeah. So this major spectacle brought Pam the Bird into mainstream media, gaining popularity around the public and creating an almost urban legend status. And then social media started to build. So a Instagram started called @GoodBirdArt. And that was essentially the person behind Pam started it and started posting about like different like behind the scenes kind of stuff as well. At this point as well, no one knew who had created Pam the Bird. International outlets, including CNN, started to report on this, making it worldwide news. And it was speculated whether this is one person, is it a collective group of people? Who knows? Like, how are you abseiling down the side of a building?
There are like, I see both sides of this as well, especially now that it's, you know, costing the taxpayers money to clean it up.
Yep.
However, it was becoming a way of like being like, this is so quintessentially Melbourne.
Yeah.
Having Pam the Bird, where's it going to pop up next? Bit of fun. I personally don't find the style of graffiti terribly offensive.
No.
Melbourne is known to be an artistic graffiti-clad city.
Yep.
However, I can see both sides. I can see people calling it naive, people not kind of getting it, but then also being really pissed off that it's, being sprayed all over iconic Melbourne landmarks.
Yep.
That are kind of in our history.
Yeah. There's something I really like about this particular one because I'm like, it is a mix of that old and new.
Well, yeah.
And like, I think it didn't have to stay there forever.
No.
But it could have stayed there for a bit because I just think it really is like the old and the new kind of worlds coming together. And it isn't that offensive and it's something to talk about.
Yeah.
How often are you talking about the Flinders Street clock tower? Not very.
But also, like, I find that amount that it costs the taxpayers so crazy. Did they make it cost that much
To make it seem worse.
Than what it was, so people would rally behind it being taken down?
Yeah, potentially.
Yeah.
I don't know. You'd have to ask.
To people, sorry, not to rally behind it being taken down, but
to get people,
to start to get pissed off about these birds.
Yeah.
And how much it's costing them.
Yeah, to get rid of them. Yeah, you're probably right. There's probably a escalation and an inflation that's put in to be like,
just get a bit of spray and wipe.
Yeah, honestly, is it that hard?
Yeah.
But I guess you've got to get equipment for people to like lower down. Like, you know what I mean? Like it's all has to be safety. Like there's so many things that have to go into it as opposed to one guy abseiling down.
There's a poor house a street over from us right now, and it's a lovely house. And someone's gone ahead and spray painted a giant penis on their shed door.
Like, it'll happen.
I'm like, that.
Dictation.
Now that doesn't need to be there. It's like a dictation did.
Yeah, yep. Yeah,
I'm like, that would annoy me. That would
yeah.
piss me off.
But Pam,
if a little Pam bird showed up,
I'd be like, I'm keeping this Pam bird.
Oh,
a Pam.
I got a Pam.
I got a Pam.
People are going to
try and steal my Pam.
Yeah.
Exactly. Well, then on January 20th, 2025, the people of Melbourne woke up to Pam the Bird making her biggest appearance yet on the side of a hotel and a distinctive golden facade, 97 metres up in the air.
Yeah, you can see it. That's right near here.
Yeah. The Novotel. So Pam appeared on the side of the Novotel Hotel in South Wharf. The artwork was impossible to miss, and to accomplish this, the artist allegedly utilised abseiling equipment to descend down the side of the building. The work was highly visible, but cleaners scrubbed it off within hours. The cleanup bill costs apparently $36,000.
I don't think it was cleaned up within hours.
Yeah, it was probably a few days.
I've seen it. I saw it. Not that long ago.
I saw it.
I saw it. Unless it would have been last year. So I must have seen it in the space before it got.
I think it took probably a couple of days, but they started to clean it off within 24 hours.
I think it adds to it.
I think it's but I think this is where the person who does Pam went wrong, because this is like private property at this point.
Well, yes.
So it's like it went from public property to private property, and I think that's where, and in such a like, I do love it.
Yeah.
But I get why this hotel had to get rid of it quickly.
And it's not for everyone. It's nice for us. Like we like it. It's got like almost like a Keith Haring vibe to it. I'm glad I got to see it before it got taken down.
Yeah, you can't see it anymore. That's the thing as well with graffiti, I think, which is cool, or street art, is that there is a sense that if you don't see it when it happens, you might miss out on seeing it.
You never see it. I've never ever seen. There's so much graffiti.
How?
There's so much tagging.
I mean, I'm not taking a walk at 3 a.m.
No, true. I've never seen someone, with the amount of graffiti that there is in Melbourne, I've never seen anyone do it ever. Not once.
And I also think the Banksy of it all as well, when Banksy does it. And there's the big, like, obviously there's a team behind Banksy now, but when there's those big art installations that Banksy does, and you're like, how did you do this?
And the ones that are along like the soundproofing walls, like down the Hume Highway. I'm like, people are coming all the way out here to do that?
To do that?
Yeah.
It's crazy. Well, the Lord Mayor again and police condemned this senseless act of vandalism. And although the creator of Pam the Bird was still unknown, this act would lead to the demise of the polarizing figure, because the Novotel had CCTV footage of the break-in and police had obtained it as critical evidence. On January 30th, 10 days after the Novotel incident, Victorian police finally arrested the culprit, and the identity of the creator behind Pam the Bird was revealed. This individual was Jack Gibson Burrell.
Gibbo.
Gibbo. He would be Gibbo.
Yeah.
This man is a 21-year-old resident of Yarraville.
21?
Questionable.
Yeah, I don't know about that. That's a hard 21.
That's a hard 21. Look, I don't know if old Gibbo's had an easy life.
Yeah.
I think Gibbo's been around and about.
Uh-huh.
So who the hell is old Gibbo? Well, there's not a lot out there about him, but here's what we do know. Jack was the creator behind Pam, who originated it from a third sorry, let me start that whole fucking sentence again. The central character was
You got this, girl.
You can do it. Believe in your dreams.
Believe in your dreams and you go to Rodeo Drive, you little prostitute.
We use sex worker now. Did they call her a prostitute? Did they call her a sex worker, or did they not mention it at all?
I think they said streetwalker.
Oh.
I think, no, but they were calling themselves that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cinda fucking Rella.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I need to rewatch that film. So good. Anyway, all right. So Jack created Pam the Bird originally in grade 3 as a primary school drawing. He was asked by his teacher to draw his version of the shoe bill bird, and that teacher's name was Pam. So Pam is a teacher's name, and he was like, this is sticking. He went from grade 3 to 21 going, Pam the Bird, I've got it.
It stuck with him all that time.
It stuck with him all that time. His first major documented legal encounter occurred in September 2022 on the Gold Coast. At the age of 18, he was caught spray painting a large bird at the Park Road railway station. When confronted by a transport worker, allegedly he spray painted the man in the face, unfortunately leaving the man partially blind.
Oh, dear.
He was charged with 24 offences and placed on a 2-year probation.
Yikes.
Yeah, so...
Don't spray paint in
someone's
someone's
eye.
eyes.
And I guess there is such a whimsy about Pam the Bird that when you're like, sometimes people who do this stuff potentially might not be running in the best circles.
Yeah.
And it I don't know, there's such childlike whimsy about Pam that is very different to the person who's creating it.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting him to be like that.
Yeah. So then around 2023, Pam started appearing in nearly unreachable locations across Melbourne, which often needed to use abseiling equipment. And during this period, he would post all of this stuff online and started to amass a significant social media following. But the question is, how did he get arrested, and how did they find out this man was behind Pam the Bird? Because it was quiet for a long time. They didn't have much. But when he spray painted the clock tower, that's when they started to really investigate who he was, because they were like, this is kind of getting a bit out of control.
Yep.
And also, like, as much as he is abseiling and we're like, whoa, that's dangerous, that's actually really dangerous. Like the police has to look into that, because they don't want everyone to be just like abseiling down buildings and being like, this is fine. Like, don't worry about it. Like, I understand why they do have to be like, no, we got to stop this, because otherwise we've got a whole bunch of people abseiling.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Yeah, he could amass like a following, and then people start doing their own little version of Pam the Bird.
Yeah, and then
be like Fred the Frog and stuff, and they're all abseiling all around. And
and all of a sudden we've got birds everywhere.
Birds everywhere.
It's the birds with Alfred Hitchcock.
Yeah, Tippi Hedren.
Apparently, it was a year-long investigation that began in January 2024, led by Senior Constable Scott Nichols. The operation combined digital forensics, international legal cooperation, and traditional surveillance to unmask the artist. Social media played a central role in both the artist's fame and eventual capture. The police utilized bank records and email addresses to connect Gibson to the Instagram account, which...
This is after they found the clock tower one.
Yes. Yeah.
Because they had CCTV.
Yeah. Oh, no. So they had CCTV at the hotel.
Yeah.
That was kind of the final one.
Oh, yeah, that was the Novotel.
Yeah.
Yep,
So
yep,
the
yep.
clock tower started the
Yeah.
investigation. The Novotel kind of finished it.
Yeah.
They got the FBI involved to formally prove ownership of the Instagram account and with the Australian government to seek and then they executed a search warrant because there are protections put in place for us, luckily online, but you can, serve a warrant to investigate and ask Instagram to give up the name of the person who owns the Instagram account. Does that make sense? Then CCTV footage was another major breakthrough in the Novotel case. This footage, along with the cameras at other high-profile sites, helped investigators identify Gibson and his co-accused Matthew White. So although this gentleman is creating Pam the Bird, there's also a secondary character who's been charged, but he's a bit more of the background.
Okay.
And I believe he's a bit more
Drives the van.
Probably make sure the abseiling ropes don't snap.
Make sure all the carabiners are in place.
It's just got heaps. Should have got a lesbian involved.
Oh, 100%.
So apparently for several months, authorities monitored his Yarraville residence, documenting suspicious visits to the property, and then conducted a property raid which discovered a Santa Claus outfit that had allegedly been worn by the artist in a video posted to Pam's Instagram account, handwriting analysis, and also abseiling equipment.
Okay.
All right. So how do we go from this arrest to the top of a bridge, Joel?
Oh, take me there. I need to go to the bathroom.
Go. So how do we go from this arrest to the top of a bridge, Joel?
Oh, my God. Tell me.
Oh, my God. You've been waiting with bated breath. Well, after appearing in front of the court, Jack was hit with 59 charges and was denied bail.
That's a lot of charges.
Yeah, he was also showing up to court crazy, essentially in costume. And then at one point, on a hoverboard.
Oh, I remember this. Yes.
He was causing havoc.
Oh, he's a larrikin, isn't he?
He is a bit of a larrikin. But also when you watch the footage, and we'll put the actual rolling footage of him up on the hoverboard, he can't do that. He's not very good at it. He's just kind of like this. It's like when you first do it and you don't know how to do it and you're like, oh, I probably should have practiced this before I did it.
Yeah.
It was like he was looking for a fast getaway, but people are walking faster than him.
Yeah, he's doing it for comedy.
But I don't know if he is.
Okay.
We're seeing
he's just a bit of a Looney Tune.
I think so.
Yeah, okay.
So a few weeks later, he was released on bail, and in late February 2020, let me rewind. He was denied bail originally for the 59 offences, but in late February of 2025, he was allowed out on bail, but he had to go and live with his 78-year-old grandmother and had a strict nightly curfew. Apparently, she was a very strict woman.
Okay.
And she was going to keep him in line.
Yeah.
Well,
I figured there'd be ways around getting away from
especially
79-year-old
having
grandma.
just watched Widow's Bay when it's like...
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
With Ruth.
Yeah, it's Ruth. When she's like, oh, well...
He's just got the ladder in his room because in case there's a fire.
It's like, man. So... while he was on bail, his charges escalated as well. It went from 59 to 200 offences.
Holy schmagoli.
Yeah. One of which was an alleged stabbing in Fitzroy.
Oh, dear.
Yeah.
Okay.
So the initial hearing was set for February of 2026, with the trial starting in late July of 2026. So you can start to see how maybe some timeline starts to add up.
Okay.
Because I guess in a way, Gibbo was looking to go out in a bit of a blaze of glory. This was his last hurrah. This is where we see Pam. It's probably going to be for the last time. At 2 a.m. on July 7th, Jack used the low tide.
July 7th just gone, by the way.
Yeah. So literally weeks ago.
Yeah.
On July 7th, Jack used the low tide to walk along the rocks and scaled the eastern pylon and got to the top using a maintenance door. He then like abseiled down the exterior to paint a 20-meter high white bird with an orange and green beak.
Crazy stuff.
It's crazy.
This pillar on the Bolte is so high. Even the thought of being up there is just chilling.
It is. And also a slight wind.
You're abseiling down. Oh,
No.
terrifying stuff.
And I wanted, because I've got a close-up picture of Pam the Bird, but then I wanted a zoomed-out picture because I think you need to understand the scale
of this.
Like, it's crazy.
Even getting up there, how exhausting.
And also just going out over low tide and to, like,
yeah, he's a clever cookie.
Yeah, he's putting planning into this.
Yeah.
It's not just him. This one in particular wasn't just him being like, whatever.
Yeah.
Like, it's like, I found an opportunity. He made the opportunity.
Yeah.
And we should all be like that, making our own opportunities.
Without stabbing people in Fitzroy.
Yeah, don't be doing that.
No.
So as daylight broke, a massive police response was launched that included negotiation specialists and marine police boats, and it caused major traffic delays. He also opened a new Instagram account and started reporting and recording the 9-hour standoff. He said he would not come down until the government lowered taxes.
Okay. But his graffiti is making the taxpayers pay for cleanup.
And also, the government doesn't move that quickly.
No,
Are you
it
going to
doesn't.
stay up there for the next 6 to 12 months?
Yeah. No, that's...
I also get the idea of that being like, you know, we're going to lock ourselves around a tree until, you know.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
I get the idea.
I get the idea of that kind of protest.
But I just don't think this is what his original intent was. I
Yeah.
think he's just sick of paying taxes. And
Yeah.
It's a good thing to say, lower our taxes. He also requested that a peanut butter and jam sandwich, a glass of milk, and a blanket be delivered to him by drone. He apparently abseiled halfway down the I nearly said parapet. Halfway down the
pillar.
Halfway down the pillar, and just to wave at the police officers and then flip them the bird. Then on social media, he announced he would surrender peacefully at 11 a.m. when the tide was lower. So, yeah, he eventually walked across and was...
We got him, boys.
We got him, boys. Our boys, they've been cooking. Also...
Oh, did they have guns drawn?
They had...
I think that's a taser.
They had 2 tasers drawn. We often here in Australia don't resort to guns until the last resort. Like literally they're pulling tasers before they're pulling guns, which I appreciate. So after this, he was hit with an extra 13 charges, and Jack will remain in custody until his trial later this year. The cleanup of this particular bird is estimated to cost the taxpayer between 20 to 30,000 doll hairs. And a petition was launched to preserve the bird immediately after he descended down.
I feel like just leave it up there.
Just leave it up there.
Yeah.
Like, come on.
It's not worth it.
No. And like, everyone's fine with it.
It looks cool.
It just makes it a bit interesting.
Yeah.
It's just a giant structural cylinder.
Yeah. This
we come to our closing act of Pam the Bird, with a trial locked in, we have to ask ourselves this. Is this artist a rebellious vigilante who is disillusioned with his government and looking to invoke real change, or is it an adrenaline junkie looking to get his next hit with a bigger and more jaw-dropping stunt?
I feel like it's a bit of column A, column B, more so leaning towards column B.
Yeah.
I wasn't expecting him to be actually like to have pretty serious criminal charges placed against him. I did think he was like maybe rebellious artist that wanted to kind of shake things up a little bit.
Yeah.
Much like Banksy and those kinds of the graffiti that you see around that's actually quite thought-invoking and quite interesting. I wasn't expecting him to have like a stabbing charge put against him. He seems, I don't know, not as He seems like more of a bad man than what I was presuming he would be.
He would be. Yeah, I guess because, Pam the Bird invokes whimsy.
And it's so childlike and it's quite cute. And it's despite it being quite like a crudely drawn bird, it's still pretty like it looks cool.
Yeah, and it's sometimes like the most simplistic drawings can be the most effective.
Yeah.
But I think there is maybe a little bit more going on for old Gibbo than...
Yeah, I think he might be a few screws loose.
Yeah, or just a bit more of a challenging figure than we first thought.
But I do enjoy seeing the Pam birds around.
Me too.
I don't think this is the last time we're going to see.
You think Pam's coming back?
I feel like eventually there will be another Pam.
Mm-hmm.
Not even a copycat. I feel like he will
rise again. Yep.
So, yeah, fascinating.
I will have to update you when he gets, I guess, convicted.
Yeah, because this literally just
happened.
The Bolte Bridge thing happened.
Technically, all of these charges are allegedly. They're a lot, because he's not been convicted. So they're all alleged charges. It's just Well,
he will be convicted.
We don't know. He's got to face the court.
But it's him that's doing it. We saw him
allegedly.
But we saw him.
We saw him. We literally saw him come down and go.
He's posting stuff.
I know.
Yeah.
We legally have to say allegedly. But yeah, so he will face trial. It was supposed to be at the end of this month, so it's very fitting at the start of this month he did this final bird.
Yeah.
And then technically his trial was supposed to start at the end of this month. I think they'll push it back because he's just had these charges added.
Did he get his drone sandwich?
I believe no milk.
Milk's a hard one.
It's just sloshing around.
Like, come on.
Steady.
But also, people who drink full glasses of milk, there's something weird there.
Yeah, it's always like a trope in like comedy when someone's like, and a full glass of milk.
Yeah, there's something not quite right about someone who just wants a glass of milk.
Yeah, it's not.
Don't know why,
but it's true.
Unless you've got a piece of cake, I guess.
Or an Oreo cookie.
Or an Oreo cookie. Yeah.
Yeah.
Something unsettling about it.
Yeah. An adult drinking a full glass of milk is just...
Yeah.
Yeah. Unless you are one of our gentle listeners who does, and then all power
to you. Just don't do it in front of me.
Don't mention it if you ever meet us.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's the story of Pam the Bird and my beautiful slideshow.
That was fantastic. And I must say the slideshow was very well put together.
Thank you. That was just
and it was good that it's such a Melbourne story. It's happened really recently. It's quintessential, but like for instance, I knew of the Pam birds, but I didn't know any of the lore behind it. I didn't know anything about him at all, except for the few photos that I saw on news websites after he got caught.
Yeah.
After the Bolte.
Yeah.
And yeah. I'm interested to see how this case pans out. Pam's out.
How this case pans out. Well, yeah, me too.
Yeah.
I think, we probably see a pretty obvious outcome, but we've got to wait for the judge to make that call.
Yeah.
And Joel, as we always say,
9/11 was an inside job.
Jesus Christ.
Just kidding. We always say, shake your tits. Woo!
To go from 9/11 to shaking your tits.
Shake your tits. Shake your tits.
Pretty
shake your tits
woman.
even if you don't have them.
Walking down the street, pretty woman.
They did do Pretty Woman at the end.
That's a crowd pleaser.
Yes, and they had like one of the guys who plays the bellhop in the play was wearing like one of those sandwich boards with like the lyrics on it. So everyone in the audience
could sing along, and everyone has to stand up, and you're like, God damn it. Amazing. All right, bye.
That was fantastic. Bye.
You've been listening to an episode of Framed, hosted by Joel and Steph. Now make sure you go and follow us on all of the socials, YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, @Framed the Podcast. Make sure you follow and tell one friend.
Just one.
Just one.
Like we always say, just tell one friend.
All right, goodbye.
Bye-bye.